Welcome to Origin. My name is Sarah and I am a competitive bodybuilder. I used to be quite chubby and I was a nanny, so I wanted to get out of the house and I started going to the gym. And then I came back to Edinburgh after being a nanny and decided to try CrossFit. And I really enjoyed it, but then it got really hard. And I thought I just wasn't getting the shape I wanted until I discovered bodybuilding and realised that you can work on the physique that you want whilst enjoying training. And I really found joy in that, and now I compete. It's definitely a lot more restricting, and there's not much balance when it comes to bodybuilding because there's no days off. It's even rest days you're eating, meal plans, like even in off season I was only really getting like one off-plan meal a week, maybe two if I was lucky, but it's just it's a choice. So if there's ever days where I'm struggling with the diet and prep, I know that it's just a choice, and the harder it feels, the better I'll look. So most of the time I've got a pretty set routine. I usually get up about 4:15, get up, have a black coffee, do my cardio, go for a walk, and then usually start work and then have my breakfast mid-morning. And then lunchtime, get my steps in because I'm on 15,000 steps a day, and then finish work, and then usually training after work. So it's pretty much, most days are the same apart from weekends. I try to have a bit of a lie-in. There's some days where I feel a bit stir-crazy, but I have a great support network. I've got great friends, I've got a great coach. So if I'm ever feeling like rough, I just remember that it's for a good cause and it's not going to last forever. Like, it's only been about 20 weeks and I've only got about 8 weeks left. So how did I get my coach? Just followed her on Instagram for a while. She's an IFBB pro, and we had like a call and we just clicked and got on really well, and she's really motivational, and her journey as well is just amazing. Injuries, touch wood. I've not been injured since starting bodybuilding. I used to have a couple of niggles when I did Olympic weightlifting, but with bodybuilding it's a lot harder to get injured because you're so focused on building your muscle that you need to make sure that you're warming up, feeling the connection, and if anything feels wrong, you just know straight away. The only setbacks that there would be in bodybuilding would be my own, caused by myself, so I just follow the plan. Because it's so in my control and my choice, the only challenges that I've really faced are, yesterday I was really tired because it was like my third day on 900 calories, but I just have to get a grip. So I competed, last year was my first season. It didn't go that well, but it was my first season, and it's one of those ones where it's a long game. This year was just about getting in condition to see how conditioned I can get and then build up from there. The thing with bodybuilding competitions is you've got no idea who you're going to be up against on the day. Like on Instagram, like you'll have whispers, like you'll probably see or have friends of friends who are competing, but the reality is there's no point trying to guess who's going to be up there, and the only person you can beat is yourself. So my only goal this year is to beat my look I had last year, because it's such an objective sport. Like, even from like an insider in the sport, you can look at a lineup of girls or guys and think you know who's going to win, but the judges on the day might just have like a completely different idea of the look that is preferred that day, or different judges have different looks. So it really is just going in, being the best I can. And like most of the time, like last year I made loads of friends with girls like I competed with, just because it's like you're all there together. So it's always like a good bunch of people. Like, it's competitive but in a fun, friendly way. One of my greatest strengths is, I don't know if this counts, but cooking. Like, I love food. Like, as much as you shouldn't really be food focused when you're dieting. I wouldn't say I'm food focused, I'm just a foodie and I love food. So whenever like I get my meal plan from coach, I always like, I stick to the meal plans, but I make it my own way. And sometimes like I'll change the way I make my food, and it's almost like, if you looked at it raw, it's just the exact same every day. But I quite like just experimenting, playing with it, and that just makes it fun. Bodybuilding didn't exist, I would probably still be doing some sort of strength sport. Like, I started with Olympic weightlifting, I've really enjoyed it. Well, I started with CrossFit and then Olympic weightlifting, so I probably would still be doing something along the lines of that. But bodybuilding is just like, the rewards you reap from training hard and eating well are uncomparable to those of other sports I've tried. I don't care about being that fit, I care about being shredded. The thing is, like, with bodybuilding, the off season's great because you're just building muscle, you're just focusing on numbers, and getting big and healthy and strong. It's just that fucking 28 weeks of preps. It's only really hard the last 10 weeks-ish. But I think the downsides definitely are being stage lean is not healthy. Again! I really rated the competition bars for Olympic weightlifting because from past experience, like other branded kit that's very expensive. I remember having a favourite bar in the gym, but then as soon as we're in the Origin gym, like the competition bars are class. I also really enjoyed using the rubber crumb bumper plates when I used to do Olympic weightlifting because they are pretty and they're the good size, the right size for Olympic weightlifting, doing deadlifts and that. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like.